Good morning, guys. I hope that you're having an amazing morning. As you can see, we finally sort of finished the office. So I have a really pretty pink sofa and a new painting. I really wanted to change the spaces where I would film so it would feel a little bit different from time to time, and also it's a little bit more comfortable to film in my office than in the living room, but I'm gonna be switching places sometimes. But I would love your feedback on how you guys like this setting. So today's video is about the bags and luxury items that are just worth the cost per wear, like the best money that I've ever spent because of how many times I've used these things, and I kind of wish that I bought them sooner. Because with me, something that I always do is I wait for a really long time before I buy something because I'm on the fence. It's a lot of money. I want to make sure that it's going to work out, and many of these pieces are going to be actually quite out there, as you will be able to see. So I'm going to talk about the bags and the pieces that overall I just feel like the cost per wear. So I've used them enough times that I can justify it every single day, the fact that I spent that amount of money on these pieces. And I'm gonna start with a bag that is actually something that have not owned for a year, but I can already tell you that it took me the longest time to finally go for it, and it was because it was super hard to find. But to no one's surprise, one of my most used bags and something that I feel like it was worth every single cent for me, and I will never ever regret it, is my Mini Kelly in black box leather in gold hardware. I was on the wish list for this bag for the longest time at the store, and for my 29th birthday I decided that I wanted to get it, so I got it from Redlux. Actually, many of the bags that you're gonna see today are from them, so I think they deserve the biggest shout out, because the bags that I love the most in my collection are usually things that are quite hard to find, and despite me thinking that maybe I'm not gonna use them that much, I actually do. But yeah, I got this bag via Redlux, and I was very specific, and that's also why it took me a really long time. I wanted it, yes, to be box leather. The reason why I wanted box leather is because it is, in my opinion, the most amazing, best of the best leather that Hermès offers. I stand by it. I know that it's very delicate, but this bag in 20 years is going to look amazing. So I would say overall in the past 8 months, this is definitely my most used bag. There's no way that I'm gonna travel, there's no way that I'm gonna go somewhere and I'm not going to take it with me, because you always need a black bag. It fits my essentials. I just love it and I use it so much. There's days that I can wear a colorful bag during the day, but this is the one that I take to dinner. And this is a bag that I don't think I would have been able to find or get offered at the store, because I just don't like Epsom, guys, and I talk about this so much, but Epsom leather to me feels kind of like plastic, and I was so specific that I wanted box. So I just waited until I realized that if I just wanted it, I had to go via Redlux, of course. And Georgia always manages to make these bags, which have been on my wish list for such a long time, basically come true. And I was very hesitant at first because of course this is a piece that it is an investment, but with the cost per wear and how much I use it, I enjoy using it and I love it. I feel like it is a no-brainer. Now, I don't want to be repetitive, but I'm gonna show you another black bag, and right now I have it closed. This was actually in storage for quite a while. This was my first ever Birkin. This is the black Birkin 25 in Togo leather with gold hardware. To me, this bag holds so much sentimental value, but also memories. And I don't know, I never expected to get offered a bag from the store, especially back then. So when it happened for me, it was like, this is something that handbag lovers are gonna understand. Like anyone that loves bags, the Birkin was always like that thing for me. Since I was like a teenager, I've always loved fashion, and I saw the Birkin as something that was like not achievable because of how hard it was to get it. And I was just so goddamn lucky with the most amazing essay that I had when I was living in Mexico, because he was just amazing. One day I just went to the store and I said I just would love to have this bag, and he was like, sure, let me take you on the wish list. And I of course thought that it was gonna be the typical, they add you to the list, they never really call you. So I was like, okay, it's not really going to happen, so I'm just gonna go very high. And I aimed for black 25 and also gold in 25, and my third option I think was gray, so attain. And 2 months later I could not believe it. I've used this bag so much over the past years and it still looks brand new. I just know this bag is going to always be with me. Right now during the summer I'm gravitating more towards color, but this bag is what kind of like changed things for me, because back then I was very into crossbody bags, and you're gonna be able to see today that there's only one crossbody bag here, and I actually use it as a shoulder bag, and made me realize that I love top handle bags and open bags because I'm always taking things in and out of my bag. I just realized that more like the novelty of having it, that I just loved so much the craftsmanship, the easiness of it is to wear this bag, because it is such a casual, and overall I fell in love with the bag so much. Like the idea that I had from it, it really matched up to the reality of owning it. And even though I was really scared of using it a lot, because this is like a bag that you would put kind of like on a pedestal, I just went in with the mindset I'm gonna use it until the wheels fall off, and it still looks absolutely perfect. I would never ever sell this bag. Now this is a bag that actually surprised me quite a lot, and it's the garden party. This is a bag that I honestly don't wear a lot during fall and winter for quite obvious reasons. I consider this to be like a summer bag more than anything. However, I got this bag pre-loved and I went into it just thinking this is going to be my beach summer bag that is going to fit everything. And when I mean everything, it's literally everything. I just love it because it doesn't look too casual. It's still Hermès, but it's not dressy. It's just so casual, and the fact that mine is in canvas and not like full leather just makes it very summery. And I love blue, and I love blue with white, and I feel like with certain bags, if you get them pre-loved, you will be able to use them without really feeling scared. And yeah, this bag has gone to the beach. I've traveled with it. I use it so much, so the cost per wear, also given the fact that I got a really good price on it because I got it pretty used and it was already quite banged up, which I didn't really care because I just wanted a sturdy, beautiful, well-made bag that was gonna carry me through summer as someone who really loves going to the beach and the pool and all of that. So yeah, I really wanted to include it in this video because if you come across pre-loved garden party, especially like in canvas, they're amazing beach bags. Okay, so we have Ollie paying a visit. So now moving into, okay, so I'm not really sure what he wants. Maybe he just wants to hang out. I wanted to include in this video the bag that I almost didn't buy, but I did just a few years later. And this is the Chanel Pearl Mini in the rectangle from the 2019 spring summer. So this bag for me was like the one that got away for the longest time. I regretted so much not getting it when it originally came out because I just kept thinking about it. To me, Chanel is like black and white and pearls and satin, and this bag literally represents all of that. Also, it fits so much and I love wearing it as a shoulder bag. So this one, I also got it from Vert because of course this is something that came out in a specific season in 2019, and I ended up getting it in 2024, which was quite a few years later and very hard to find. They tend to get one of this every once in a while, but it tends to sell out quite quickly. But I do have a favorite section on Vertlux's website. It's like a monthly edit and I always make sure to add like anything that I love or that I've gotten from them that they have in stock. It is going to be in that favorite section. And I do have also a discount code with them, which is jesuislou, and it's going to give you 150 USD off. So it is always good to have, which is a code that I also use myself. But this one comes by every once in a while, like once a full moon, on Vertlux's website, but it's not something that you can really get in the store anymore. However, I do have to say that being such a special piece, I thought that I was gonna wear it very little, but I actually wear it so much. It's been one of my most used bags in the past couple of years just because I love it and it makes me happy to use it, and I think that everything narrows down to that when it comes to bags. If you love the color, if you enjoy using it, if it's a comfortable bag, you're gonna get the wear out of it. That if you just think about what's trendy or what's the classic or what's the newest thing, maybe you just have a very specific style and you want to stick to something. For me, that's this bag. We're leaving now or not? No? we're not leaving. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what he wants right now. But yeah, the beginning I thought that it was also a little bit too much, but I love wearing it and I always get compliments on it. Now I wanted to touch on jewelry pieces because I think it's also something that I was very hesitant, especially when it comes to this necklace. It's the wavy one, but also the love bracelet from Cartier. Just like the stack that I wear now non-stop, they were all pieces that I was very hesitant to get at the beginning. I didn't know if they were gonna be worth the money, and I'm someone that actually doesn't interchange my jewelry too often, so every single time that I add something new, it has to be very intentional because I know that either it's a hit and I'm not gonna take it off like what I'm wearing right now, or it's a miss and I'm just gonna wear it from time to time, and I'm just like that. I don't change my jewelry too often. So this wavy necklace from Spiritual Gloss, cannot emphasize how much I really love it. Where are we going? So this one of course is a little bit more out there, so I definitely hesitated quite a lot when it came to going for it, but I have to say that I think it just looks amazing. My love bracelet, I have not taken it off in 6 years that I've owned it. So my best advice when buying jewelry would be to get the things that you really think that you're never gonna remove. More than just like something super special or super specific, just that one thing that you can shower, go to the beach, travel, everything with it. Now, shoes, I think this one is gonna be not a surprise for anyone, but Chanel ballerinas, and I'm just gonna put a picture. I have like 4 pairs of Chanel ballerinas, but ballerinas in general, they're just the type of shoe that I run to the ground. I've gone through 2 pairs of Chanel ballerinas in the classic ones because I also have them in blue and burgundy, but I use them so much that they end up destroyed, like every single day. It's the shoe that I use unless we're like in full winter, but for me they're so worth the money because I know that they're comfortable, so that equals wear. In my opinion, they go with everything, so it's like something you can wear with dresses and something you can wear with jeans, so for me they're just very practical and very easy to style. Now going into more colorful bags, I think I'm gonna put this to like the same category. This is the bag that I'm using today actually, but I was afraid of color for the longest time, and now that I look back on it, I just wish that I bought especially this bag a bit sooner because I love it. So this is the Birkin 25 in Rose Sakura in Swift leather. This one is in peppermint, also Swift leather, also gold hardware. These 2 bags are my most used of the summer and probably my most cherished in my collection. Like, wait, sorry, no, this one is actually in palladium. I don't know why I said gold, but yes, I use this bag so much, but these ones, I love them. And it took me the longest time to decide that I wanted to go for pink Birkin or mint color one. Both of these, of course, they come from Berlux. This one is from 2015. It is so hard to come by a Rose Sakura Birkin, but it's like the most perfect shade of pink. I was not the biggest fan of pink a few years ago, but as you guys can see, that has changed quite a lot. And I use it spring, summer, fall, and winter. I don't care. I use this bag when I feel like I want to use it, and I think same is gonna go for this one. If anything, I just feel like it's going to be easier to style during winter because it's just such a beautiful color and I love it. And something that getting these bags taught me was that you can get something in a color that you love and you're gonna make it work. I just feel like I wear them when I want to, and color feels a little bit scary, especially when you're just getting into it and you mostly wear neutrals and you think, okay, I can only wear pink with this and this and this color, but honestly, not really. You can always make it work. This too taught me that I gravitate towards color way more than I expected, and even the most impractical colors can be the ones that you reach out for the most. These ones are gonna make it to the top 5 of 2026 for sure. Now I also want to mention the Louis Vuitton Nice BB that I could get up and get it, but I can also just show you a picture. So this vanity, I've used it every single day. Every single time that I travel, I just love it and adore it, and I do feel like it's worth every cent, at least for me, because it keeps my makeup organized. I feel like it also adds to the space. I am very minimal when it comes to branding and like monogram, but that vanity just like, it works and I love it, and I've used it every single day, at least once a day, since the day that I got it. So if you really want a girl method, it kind of paid for itself already. The last bag is going to be this one, that also I was very late to getting it. When it was like released and super trendy, I was very much on the fence, and of course by the time that I wanted the bag, it was impossible to get, and also I was dead set that I wanted it on this burgundy color. This is the Chanel 25 in the small size in caviar in burgundy, and I got this one for Christmas. I am pretty much like with all of these bags, the one in and one out rule. So whenever I get a new bag, I get rid of another bag that I think that this one can take its place, or they're very similar. But yeah, my intention is not growing an insane super big handbag collection, more something that I'm gonna enjoy and wear every single piece. And I have to say that the hype surrounding the Chanel 25, it is deserved. This bag is so comfortable, so easy to use. I love these pockets. I just love it, and I wish that I got it sooner, because I kind of knew that I liked it months and months before, actually. Because for me, if a bag is super trendy, I always hesitate about it, because I want to make sure that I get the bag because I love it, and not just because everyone is talking about it and celebrities are wearing it. So I waited for quite a while, and then I got it for Christmas from Verlux, and actually it arrived just in time because I ordered it quite late, and they do the most amazing shipping. Like, it arrives in 2 business days, and I'm in Spain and they're in the US. I got the Christmas packaging, all of it. It was amazing, but it arrived in time for Christmas, which is what was important for me, and I ended up selling a couple of my bags with them. And since Christmas, I have not stopped using it. I generally love and adore this bag, and I would get it in more colors. Now, I would love to hear you guys out in the comments. Any bag, jewelry piece, shoe, anything that you feel like you've gotten the cost per wear out of it, which I think it's like the most important thing when you make a purchase. That means it was a smart thing to buy. So I would definitely love to hear you guys out, which is like that one piece that for you was worth every single cent. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you 2 videos right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye.